Welcome back to ThoseYGOguys. I'm your host Alessandro, and in today's video we're going to be discussing about the new Herald Support that has been revealed in the booster set known as the Next Challengers. So pretty much the Next Challengers booster set will come 2 sets after Primal Origin. So first up we have the current set Primal Origin, then following after that around I think August will be the Duelist Alliance booster set, and then later that autumn season we're going to have the Next Challenger booster set. So without further ado, let's get started by talking about the 3 new cards that have been revealed recently that will support the Herald archetype. So first up, we have a new synchro monster known as Herald of Rainbow Light. It is a level 4 fairy type synchro monster, effect monster, light attribute with 600 attack, 1000 defense. It requires 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. So basically it's a generic level 4 synchro monster. And its effect stated, any monster sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, you contribute this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 ritual monster or 1 ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. So basically, this card has quite a bit of synergy with the Herald archetype, being that it's a floater for 1, that when it's been sent from to the graveyard, you can add 1 ritual monster or ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. So that's a really nice plus. On top of that, you can tribute this card to negate the activation of a spell or trap or monster effect and destroy it. So by doing that, you can do his +1 ability by adding the ritual monster or ritual spell, because it has the if statement rather than the when clause statement. And also, any monster sent from hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead. That can hinder quite a good bit of certain decks. Most notable ones would be like Boojins or Dark World, stuff like that. But unfortunately, his attack and defense status are quite frail, but overall is a very good level 4 generic synchro monster that certain decks can really utilize, and I can see this being utilized very efficiently in Herald Agents, since they had the level 2 tuner monster known as the Agent of Mystery Earth, which is a level 2 tuner, and you can utilize a Shine Ball, and boom, you have a Herald of Rainbow Light. So that's pretty cool. That way you can conserve your orange light for other important stuff. So that's pretty interesting. Alright, moving on to the next card. It is a ritual spell card known as Oracle of the Herald. Now, the effect stated, this card is used to ritual summon Herald of Glorious Light, which is the next card we're going to be discussing. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. In other words, they cannot like Solemn Warning against this card, so that's pretty cool. Or for some reason try to negate the activation of this card, so that's pretty cool. So that's a guaranteed ritual summon without any worry. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field with a total levels equal to 12 or more. So that's quite a big monster you're bringing out. Normal Herald decks usually that's require a lot of monster to dish out to bring out this one humongous mega monster. But like in Herald Agents, since you're running like some level 8 monsters, such as Archer Christia, if you don't have one on the field, or Master Hyperion. And then you can toss in like a level 4 monster, like Menju of the 10,000 Hands, or the Age of Miracles Jupiter if you happen to run one. So that's something very unique and pretty interesting combination you can do. And finally, the last monster, or last card we're going to be discussing, is Herald of Glorious Light. It is a level 12 light attribute, fairy type, ritual effect monster with the attack points of 2,000 and defense 3,000. That is quite a monster to, that's quite a monster to take on. As if like Herald of Perfection wasn't that hard enough. I mean, it wasn't hard enough to get over because his 2,800 defense, big booty defensive body. This thing is huge and it has extremely powerful effects. With the effects stated, must be ritual summoned and cannot be special summoned by any other ways. You can ritual summon this card with Oracle of the Herald, meaning that you can, according to the text, I think you can use advanced ritual art to bring out this card. Do keep in note that this text could be subject to change, so who knows. But anyways, during either player's turn, you can send one fairy type monster from your hand to the graveyard. Activate one of these effects. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card or monster effect, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. And then the second bullet, when your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, negate that special summon, and if you do, destroy the monster or monsters. So this is like having Herald Perfection and Archlord Christia, and let's just say they get together and decide to have a baby, some weird aquaworry, and this is the baby. Boom. So really incredible, powerful effect. Basically, if you drop this card, you most likely win. It's pretty much kind of like the equivalent of having Archlord Christia and Herald Perfection, which is really hard for your opponent to get around. So once you drop this monster, your opponent's going to try their best to try to eat up the amount of fairies in your hand so that way they can get something through and hopefully destroy Herald of Glorious Light. But of course, with a 3k defensive body, that's really difficult for a lot of the meta decks, if not all, to get over. So yeah, this is pretty unique. This is something I really am considering. Well, I have been considering about trying to do Herald Agents. There's really not much to do with Chaos Agents, and I'm really am curious to try and play Herald Agents. And really, from the new support I'm seeing right now, I am actually liking it a lot. So let me know by commenting the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on the new Herald cards? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you just wish that Konami shouldn't do something like this? And what do you think? Konami is now bringing back more support to ritual mechanics. It's good to see older game mechanics being reintroduced into the game once more, which is nice. And also more synchros for every deck to use, which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to this coming fall season. I think this is going to be a very interesting time of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of older game mechanics are going to be reintroduced, and we'll see how things will develop. So, until next time, guys, I'm Alessandro, your host, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.